Hello everyone, I'm Renowned Zero. We are back again talking about how Disney Star Wars is completely insane. They have gone off the deep end. They have completely just again still disregard and just continue to do the same exact thing over and over as your brand of Star Wars just continues to be absolute dog water and continues to be absolute garbage. So this tweet came across my timeline. It says, the secrets of the clone troopers includes a first look at Sister, a trans woman clone trooper. That's right. Now people, biological men with mental illnesses, walking around in Star Wars, walking around as a clone trooper. Does Disney not know that the clone troopers were all created from the same strain of DNA from Jango Fett, which is how Boba Fett was created? Boba Fett was not a biological son to Jango Fett. He was simply a clone of Jango Fett. And now we have this absolute nonsense going on where you have a trans woman clone trooper, which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Just once again, lore breaking. And then using one of the most popular clones in all of Star Wars, Captain Rex, to further push the nonsense of this absolute garbage. It says, Rex's description of Sister in the books reads, quote, when one of our kind expressed her gender identity, this is a man, a trans woman is a biological man walking around playing dress up with a mental illness, differently than his fellow troopers, he featured he'd have to hide who he truly was inside. Fortunately, his brothers in the 7th Sky Corps gave him the name Sister as a constant reminder that he belonged. I'm not playing this bullcrap. I'm not playing this gender ideology nonsense right now. But this came across my timeline because of Kaida right here. Shout out to Kaida. Go check out his YouTube channel. I'll leave it in the description below. He says, how are you a clone and also transgender? What are we doing here? What Disney Star Wars is doing here is again breaking canon once again to insert inclusion and nonsense and trying to make it, transgenderism ideology normalized. In media for children. In media for children. Why is this a thing? After just had the success of Inside Out 2 with no gay stuff, no trans stuff, no ideology, in Inside Out 2 you made $1.6 billion, Disney, and you still continue to do this garbage here. I don't understand why this is a thing. Now here's the book in question, Star Wars, The Secrets of the Clone Troopers. Learn the lore. The fake lore that they decided to include with a trans woman clone trooper, which makes no type of sense whatsoever. It's still a male, by the way. Doesn't look anything like any of the other clones. So I don't know how it could be a clone when it has a completely different face. Favorite characters, Captain Rex, Commander Cody, Hunter, Wrecker, Tech, Echo, Crosshair, Omega, and more. No one cares about any of these except for Captain Rex and Commander Cody. Nobody cares about any of these other ones, especially not Omega. Especially not Omega. Interactive features, original illustrations. Grow your Star Wars library, your Disney Star Wars library. Not your Star Wars library, your Disney Star Wars library. In addition, it's a must-have addition to Inside Edition's line of Star Wars titles, including Star Wars, The Secrets of the Jedi, and Star Wars, The Secrets of the Sith. I can't imagine what other nonsense they changed in have to do with Jedi or Sith if this is the type of change they're going to make with clone troopers. What are you doing, Disney Star Wars? That's why all your merch continues to go on clearance racks constantly, because nobody cares about this IP and brand. Apathy has completely set in for everyone, including myself. This is why people don't care about this at all. And they just continue to laugh at this absolute nonsense. But going over to Master of the TDS, by the way, who says, it looks like the Secrets of the Clone Troopers is trying to introduce Sister, a trans clone trooper. Once again, makes no sense because the face is completely different. It's not a clone if it doesn't look identical to the rest of them. And again, a trans woman is still a biological male playing dress up with a mental illness. Rex's description of Sister, we already went over this. And of course, his armor is decked out in the trans flag colors, as you can see. Here, 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 here. It's interesting that it says that this person was trying to hide who they were truly inside, but then their armor expresses exactly who they are. Make it make sense, Disney. It's a contradiction if they're trying to hide their identity and while purposely showing their identity, which, by the way, these colors look like absolute garbage. You look like you just used blue and pink. And, of course, her armor is decked out in trans flag colors, but seriously, why is this even necessary? Why is it necessary? Because, of course, Disney will continue to push their weirdo gender ideology. The Alphabet Mafia will continue to attack them if they don't include them with their inclusion. Diversity of thought, no diversity for diversity, no diversity of thought, just diversity for diversity's sake. Just insert everything into everything, break all the lore that was originally created by George Lucas. Just screw it. Just throw it all in the garbage. Because they've already been doing it for years, since 2015. Might as well continue to destroy the brand even further. While apathy has already set in for the true original Star Wars fans. And for those who doubt the legitimacy, they have it on the worst site you could go to for any Star Wars information, Wikipedia. The most woke bullcrap site out there. And even people like this individual says, clones don't have identities, much less sexual ones. Correct. They are engineered to think only of doing terrible things and nothing else. How could the thought of being a woman ever come into their brain? They don't even know the concept of it. Yeah. It's not necessary, but the author decided to include him because they wanted to. Why do you have a problem with it? Why are you including stuff that makes no sense to Star Wars lore? Because you want to push your own agenda into children's material. That thing you guys claim, oh, it's just for children. Yes, adults watch Star Wars and they look out for garbage like this. At least common sense thinking adults do. Cool, clones can be trans. How could clones be trans if they're clones? How are clones trans when they're clones? That means they're identical to everyone else. That the DNA that's being used to create them makes them the same as every other clone. Or else it wouldn't be a clone. Shouldn't that be normal? No, it should not. Because once again, clones are identical. That's why they're called clones. Secondly, trans is not normal. Why are we trying to normalize biological men dressing up as women with mental illness? Why? That's because that's what you're saying to do. Let's normalize biological males entering women's spaces dressing up as women, playing pretend with mental illness. Why are we doing this? It doesn't make any sense to me. Yes, it doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. I just wanted to bring this to everyone's attention. It seems to be a thing currently floating around Twitter. So I thank you all for checking out this video. If you do appreciate this type of content, smash the like button, comment below, subscribe for more, hit the bell for notifications, set the bell to all that we will get a notification anytime I post a new video or go live on this channel. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.